there, Nathan, and welcome to my channel. So today we are going to do Need It, Thinking About It, Passing on new makeup releases. So pretty much we're just talking about things that I want, things that I'm going to pass on, things I'm thinking about. I always love to know your guys' thoughts. That's my favorite part of doing these types of videos, or like any video really. But I love to know what you guys think, what you're interested in, so make sure you comment down below. And let's go ahead and jump in. Please don't forget to subscribe before we get started. I really appreciate you guys. And yeah, let's go. So weird. It's like 10 o'clock at night, and because Nick's out of town, I'm filming this late, and I'm like, it's nice. Like, I mean, I miss him, but I don't have to worry about like a filming schedule when he's gone and worry about him like walking in. I'm just like, oh, it's quiet. I'm awake. I am such a night owl. I've been staying up till like 3 o'clock in the morning, which is not healthy, especially right now when I'm trying to cut, but it is what it is. It's just how I am. And he's a little pissy with me because he wanted to get another dog. One of his friends is giving away a boxer, and he's a very cute dog. We've watched him before, but like he's like 9 months old, so he's like in that like awful puppy stage, and I'm just like, no, I want like a little puppy if we're gonna get a puppy, not the puppy that like that you have to, you know. I'm just, no. And I'm like, I want a fluffy dog. If we're gonna be those crazy people with 3 big dogs, I'm like, I want it to be like fluffy. Like my sister has a golden doodle, and I love that thing. The way it feels, it's so soft. I think I have like hair envy. I don't know, because my hair is like, no one wants to pet me. But anyways, okay, let's go ahead and get into this video. So there's quite a few new releases. I'm gonna go ahead and start with my things that I am planning on getting first. I'm not planning on getting a lot, especially since we just had the Sephora BAB. I need a break, you know? And I do plan on getting the Natasha Denona palette, and I did just review the Fenty products. I'll definitely go more into depth into the Fenty liners. Now that I've been using them for a few more days, I do have kind of updated thoughts on that, so I will talk about it in a future video. But between the Natasha Denona and what else am I getting? Okay, so I'm interested. Huda's Beauty is coming out with Tantour. Is it just me? But like, I hate that name. I don't know why. It just makes me cringe, and I'm just like, no. I don't know. But really, it's just a cream, like bronzer, contour-ish product. And why I'm interested in this is she says it's sweat-proof, waterproof, all this stuff. And I'm like, if I can get that and test it out at the gym, because I feel like bronzers are the one thing where it's like, no matter what it says on there, I go to the gym, I sweat like a man, and there's like streaks down my face. It's just not good. So I would love to have a bronzer I could use where I'm not worried about that, or even on like a face without foundation, because I do try to go to the gym without foundation on, but I still would love a little bit of bronzer and concealer and some waterproof mascara. You know, that's my gym look. So yeah, I am interested, and I will probably be picking up one of those. So I will definitely be doing a review and a sweat test and see how it goes. But that is why I shall be getting it. But yeah, that's it for things that I'm like, ooh, I really want that. Things that I'm kind of like on the fence about, like I'm not writing them off, but I'm not like, I'm gonna run out and grab that as soon as like the release. KKW is coming out with a wedding collection thing, and I'm just, KKW is just not hitting the mark for me. Like, I feel like, this is gonna sound a little bad, but I love her lipstick formula, and I would love to get more nudes, but I'm like, I'm not gonna pay for the shipping price, and I live in the US. Like I said, other countries, I feel horrible for you, but I'm not gonna pay for that. And it just, a lot of the products just seem the same. They're the same range, and I know that that's like her aesthetic, but at the same time, like, I feel like we also want to see her like Met Gala look like makeup. We want to see like the more exciting products, and I think part of the reason why she doesn't come out with that is like, you know, Huda Beauty, yeah, it has some hits and misses, or there's like, or Fenty by Rihanna, like, or even Kylie Cosmetics, but I feel like if your name is in the title, you should really take the time to like be excited about your products, and you don't really see her doing that. Like, maybe it's just me, but I don't feel like she does that, you know what I mean? Whereas like Kylie is constantly posting herself doing her makeup. Huda's constantly like, you can tell they really care about the products and they're really putting in the time to like be excited to share it with all of us. So it makes me want to invest more. Whereas Kim, if she has something coming out, it's like a video mostly of her, of like Mario or somebody else doing her makeup, whereas like she's not doing her makeup. Whereas like the other celebrity makeup people, you can tell that they genuinely love makeup and they can do it on themselves. So I don't know. I just feel like her collections are falling a little flat lately to where I'm not like super excited to get them. I haven't purchased anything in a really long time. Like I said, I would love some lip liners and some new lipsticks, but I'm not paying for shipping. Just not gonna do it. But yeah, that's how I feel about that. I feel that way about any brand, like clothing wise too. I'm the same. Well, I say clothing line. When I'm talking about that, I'm talking about activewear because I barely buy clothes. I really want to do a clothing haul soon though. Anyways, besides the point. Speaking of the Kardashians, Kendall's coming out with a makeup line, or maybe a makeup line or skincare line, and I'm just not into it. I don't know. I'm just not. And then Kylie is coming out with Kylie Skin. Not that it's pretty affordable too. I looked at the pricing. The pricing really isn't bad. So I am interested in it, but I feel like we've talked about this stuff before where I'm just like, skin-wise, I feel pretty good about my skin. It's been very nice to me lately, and I feel like I finally have a good routine going that I'm just kind of like, I only want to introduce like one product like every 6 months or so. I did cave with the Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist. It got to me, okay? The hype just, that's how I feel about that. And it was totally worth it. I love it. But yeah, I'm trying to be very careful with skincare and not just try to have new things and pile it on, and no. Okay, then Morphe is coming out with Trend Mood Vibes. Okay, I was like, what? I'm like, hashtag such a gem. I don't know. It's you know, I'm on Trend Mood's page, so I'm just like, what? It's like a jewel toned palette. It's the 39S. $35. You get a ton of shades just like every Morphe palette, but for the most part, I know this sounds bad, but it's kind of like I only buy Morphe palettes when there's a collab out that I feel like I really want and that people are very interested in. The rest of the times I kind of skip over them because even though they're thin, they're still really big palettes, and a lot of the shades seem like they're the same shade. Like there's just too many duplicates in there, and it's almost like, I don't know, big palettes like that. I've talked about this with the James Charles palette. I don't feel too badly about the Jaclyn Hill this way, but like, it's too overwhelming to look at. Like I look at it and I'm just like, it's like opening, well essentially right now it's like opening the door to my beauty room where I'm just like, it's a mess. And then I shut the door and I'm just like, ignore it and it will go away. That's how I feel about big palettes generally. Like even though they're pretty, also I've talked about this before, not that Morphe shimmers are bad by any means, but they're not my favorite shimmers, and if I'm looking at a shimmery palette, I'm going to buy one that is super shiny. So I'm definitely going to be skipping on that one for sure. Oh, something interesting. I'm kind of going out of order here today. Apparently, I'm not as organized at night. You know, I guess that changes. So, you know, what do you want me to say? Trend Mood is releasing. No, Trend Mood's not releasing anything. Milk Makeup, though, is releasing a Dew AF Lip and Cheek Glow with, it's got clear orange packaging. So, I don't know. I could possibly be interested in this. When I think of, I don't know, it's like, I don't know if that's a product I would put together. I've never, like, even nude sticks, I've never really been one for cream blushes. I know that every Natasha Denona palette, I'm always like, I don't like cream blush. I don't know why, they just aren't, I don't like them. That's all it is. And I don't think I would want a dewy blush. I like dewy highlights. So I just think of it as like, is it like just a clear thing you put on your lips and your cheeks? I don't know. But like the thought of having a clear, like I don't want gooey stuff on my face, like all over my face. I can deal with a little bit of highlight up here. I'm trying to dabble more in creams. But I don't think I would want it all over my face. I don't know. it could be really pretty and I could change my mind about it, but the way it's saying like for lips and cheeks, and it's super dewy. So yeah, I just think of it like it's gonna just be a wet stick in a not good way, like greasy hot dog stick. I don't know, we'll see. I could definitely change my mind about that. I've been really into Milk makeup products lately. I really wanted their foundation, the skin tint one, but I did hear that they were going to repackage it, so I was like, you can wait, you know what I mean? Because I do feel like that packaging would get on my nerves, the little rollerball foundation-y thing. Like, I'll wait for the new packaging. So I really want to try that out, but yeah, I'm loving the primer right now. Okay, so what else is coming out? Oprah is releasing some primers. It's not that I'm not interested, I just really don't try a lot from Oprah in general. I think it's just more like availability. Like, I just like to play with makeup and swatch it, and for some reason it doesn't call my name as much. So I think I'm just gonna, unfortunately, I just haven't tried the brand out a lot because it's just not as accessible. So yeah, I'm probably gonna skip over those. I do have some liquid lipsticks that I love from them, but lipsticks I don't feel like I want to return as often, but face products, yes, I'm usually a little about it. Another product from Huda Beauty is the setting spray that's coming out. I think the name is really cute, Resting Boss Face. Comfortable matte finish without leaving skin feeling dry. If I'm gonna spray my face, because you guys know I hate spraying my face, it's gonna be with something dewy, not matte. I'm also just really not into setting spray, so it's an easy pass for me. Okay, and then lastly, something I am excited about, but I'm going to try to control myself. The Secret palette by Oprah Cosmetics. It comes with 15 shades. The shades are gorgeous. I will say though, a lot of the shades, I have 2 of the palettes already. I think 2 of the only other palettes, and I love them. I love the formula. I really enjoy them. I think I skipped out on one. I skipped out on the Poison Ivy one because it wasn't Poison Ivy. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But I feel like some of these shades are kind of repeats from the 2 other ones I have. And then they have like that really pretty minty green. You guys know those get me. But the thing with Nabla is it is an Italian brand, and then so I also feel like supporting it. But at the same time, like, shipping and the accessibility of it, that makes me not as wanting to get it. If I'm gonna not get something like from Sephora, I generally will try something like Beautylish where it has a minimum, and I know like Beauty Bay, but like, have you noticed that the price of the palettes though go up on Beauty Bay? So I'm kind of just like, you don't need this, you don't need it, but it looks really pretty. So let me know your thoughts if you guys would even be interested in that palette. But I do think it looks really pretty. My only thing is I'm like, okay, some of these shades though I definitely already have in their formula, and so I'm just kind of like, no, like don't do it. Don't push it. When I say don't push it, I'm literally being like, don't push the PayPal button to pay for it. Like that's how I feel. But oh, it's so pretty. Their swatches look super photoshopped sometimes, but if you go to their actual page, they do live swatches. Swatches are just as freaking gorgeous. You know, I can't say that about a lot of brands, but I can say there's like that one center, like glass-like shade that I'm just like, it's so pretty. But yeah, other than that, I think I'm pretty good. Kristen Dominique, she came out with a palette as well, a Prizm Glow palette. I feel like that's right now, I mean, I think it's because it's summer. It's like Manny came out with highlighters, and then her brand's coming out with highlighters. I think there's something to do with like just, you know, everyone loves highlight in the summer. But it's not that these look bad or anything like that, but I'm just like, I will wait for you to come to Sephora. Just because I did have that like little mishap with the Lemonade palette, and that was fine because they resent it out and stuff. But I feel like, man, that was the one time I put out a review where I was like just a little bit negative, saying like, hey, the shade's really not that great, and she commented on it, and I really like her, and so I felt bad even though it's like I was being honest. And then when the new one came in, I did an updated review, and now I love that palette. But you know, I don't think I don't think they cared. They only cared about the negative feedback, which is fine. I mean, who has time for that? But yeah, now I'm always like, I'll wait because the shipping wasn't super fast and you had to pay for shipping when I could just use my Sephora points and swatch it in store and buy it in store. So I will wait on that and, you know, play with all the shimmery highlights that I can get in store. But yeah, guys, that is it for me. Let me know what releases you guys are looking for. I know there's not a lot in this video, but I don't want to just keep looking at products and being like, I'm not going to buy that. I'm not going to buy that. I'm just a little pickier right now due to the fact that we just had a Sephora sale. So I feel pretty overwhelmed with what I have and really just wanting to test those out like crazy. And then with the Fenty liners and the other, you know, anytime Natasha Denona comes out with a product in a month, I'm like, that's usually like my one purchase, like budget wise. So I will stop talking now. We are done. Have a great night. Well, you'll watch this in the day maybe. I don't know when people watch it. But bye, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button. Let me know your thoughts, opinions. Let me know what you guys are going to get, what you're going to pass out on, and goodbye.